EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. First carry for Nick Chubb. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson now to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Bulldozes past him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go.
On 1, ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Burrow. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Here we go. 11.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 1, ready? Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go. 11 empty.
Mixon with a first down carry. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. First red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Quick throw completed by Watson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. York able to send this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Watson on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Charles. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On the option to give to Williams here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Slot man moves right. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. O.J. Howard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11, Thomas.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 11 MT.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Charles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now it's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, that's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson looks to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. This call down near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
11. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York on now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Browns 31, Bengals 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch.
He's got a man, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Castro. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Burrow will throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mixon again, and this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
1-1, ready?
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Now Burrow. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Here we go. 11 empty, 11 empty. 11 empty, 11 Thomas. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of him.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play. Altogether,
a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now Burrow on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow on play action. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, 75 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb to the 27-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead